Hey, it's Kevin Cross, CPA, and I'm coming here with conventional wisdom. And today I want to talk about the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Plan. It's only been open literally one business day ago on Friday. Today's Monday. And already it's been a debacle. I've seen 5 applications go through. However, uniquely, they have not been with the bank that the clients are originally banking with. Some of the big banks are just dropping the ball. I don't know if they gave the bulk of their billions to larger clients. Evidently, it's not Main Street like clients like mine. Nonetheless, I want to talk about not only kind of these pitfalls with the PPP. I'm going to cover how to file the application in another video, but I want to talk about the Paycheck Protection Plan and the S-Corporation. Now, at first blush, it seems that all S-Corps should be rolling it right out. It's relatively inexpensive to have it processed by somebody, or maybe somebody internally can do it. Now, as you probably already know, once you submit that application, you have to give back up a payroll tax returns. And so we have January and February of 2020 to submit, not a problem. And then of course you go back to 2019 and submit 941s and a 940, which of course that gives you all of the payroll for the entire year of 2019. Then the proprietary application that each of the banks have, it's like a spreadsheet. It shows you how much payroll you have per month, and then it averages your payroll and it multiplies it times 2.5. Now, everybody knows that. However, here's the debacle, here's the problem with S corporations. Most S corporations pay their shareholders a salary and what we call in the business a distribution. Some might think, oh, this sounds like a dividend. It sounds a lot like that, but essentially it's the profits of the corporation that are distributed to the shareholders. Now, the problem with this is that this application in its totality does not take into consideration distributions. It takes into consideration what is on the 941. That's a problem. Now, we've always had issues with reasonable compensation. I've taught on reasonable compensation for 20 years. Matter of fact, I'm teaching in September for the NAEA annual conference. However, not only this kind of old story of reasonable compensation on the lower end for S corporations, but I am talking about how S corporations relate to this new 199A in reasonable compensation. 199A is hot. It's been here since January 2018. We're still trying to wrestle with it. But there's a little bit of mention in this as to a distribution salary ratio, which never has been really put into the tax code. It's always been, we've always had guidance through case law. Now, I tell you that because this might give us some guidance where you can't have all of the money given to distributions and you can't have all of it in salary, or you won't get the bulk of the 20% 199A QBI, qualified business income deduction 20%. Now, how does that relate to our application? The authors of 199A and the authors of this bailout should have gotten together and thought, oh my, we have shareholders in S corporations. They're not going to have all of their compensation on 941s. Therefore, if we give them 2.5 months worth of their payroll, it could be woefully insufficient for this person to live. Therein lies a problem with PPP. Join me in another video and like this one, and I will go through how to not solve this problem, because it's not an equation that can be solved just yet, but how to file the PPP and the EIDL. is this loan with the SBA something we should get in addition to PPP? I'm Kevin Cross, and I'm thankful that you joined me today for some conventional wisdom.